A man sits alone in a dark vault. In front of him is a glass case. Inside it, a single strawberry. It's small, wrinkled, almost dead, but yesterday he paid $10 million for it, not to eat it. Nobody eats anymore. He just wanted to look at it, because it's one of the last real pieces of food left on Earth. Why would something like this be worth millions? To understand that, we need to go back 50 years to the day humanity stopped needing food. It started on a normal Tuesday. 7 billion people woke up, and nobody was hungry, not thirsty, nothing. It felt like your body had already eaten, and it would never get empty again. At first, people panicked. Doctors searched for diseases. Governments thought it was a global attack. But by the end of the day, people realized something impossible. Nobody needed food anymore, and the world changed instantly. At first, it looked like a miracle. Then the system broke. Restaurants closed overnight. Not slowly, not over years, just empty tables, lights off, doors locked. Supermarkets stayed full, but nobody came. Farmers stopped planting in the middle of work. There was no reason anymore. Food delivery apps shut down within days. Trucks stopped moving. Entire supply chains froze like someone pulled the plug on civilization. Even cafes disappeared. The places where humans used to sit just vanished from daily life. The shock didn't stop there. No food also meant no kitchens. Homes started changing. People looked at their ovens, their fridges, their dining tables, and realized they were just useless objects taking up space. Even plumbing systems started breaking down in strange ways. Engineers realized something funny and disturbing at the same time. Civilization had been designed around something humans no longer did. Even bathrooms stopped making sense. But nobody talked about it much, because everyone was too busy adjusting to the new world. Then came the strange part. For a while, it felt like freedom. No grocery bills, no cooking, no survival pressure. People quit jobs. Travel increased. Art exploded. The world felt lighter, like humanity had finally been upgraded. For a few years, it felt like a utopia. But then, the silence began. No more restaurants, no more cafes, no more lunch breaks, no more let's grab a bite. The city slowly lost its sound. No forks, no kitchens, no food markets, just people walking past each other without stopping, and something even more important disappeared. The excuse. Think about your life. When do you meet people? Let's get coffee. Let's grab dinner. Let's go eat. Food was never just food. It was the reason people met. Without it, people stopped asking because nobody knew what to replace it with, so they stopped trying. 20 years later, food no longer existed in daily life. It only existed in one place, the Museum of Food. It became the most visited building on Earth. People traveled across continents just to look at a loaf of bread or a slice of pizza behind glass. A child stands in front of a burger and asks, "Did people really put this inside their bodies?" And nobody answers quickly, because even the adults are not fully sure anymore. Food has become something from another world, like a forgotten myth. And still, life continued. Faster, cleaner, more efficient. Workdays stretched longer. No breaks, no pauses, no let's eat. Just constant activity. A world that never stopped moving, but also never stopped being alone. Then we return to the man in the vault, the strawberry. He doesn't want it because he's hungry. He wants it because of a memory. A Sunday afternoon, a table, a family sitting together, messy hands, laughter, small, meaningless moments that felt endless at the time. He remembers something he can't recreate anymore. Not taste, not hunger, but togetherness. And he realizes something simple. Food was never just fuel. It was the reason people stopped what they were doing. It was the reason people sat down. It was the reason people talked. The reason they stayed a little longer than they needed to. We thought hunger was a problem, and we solved it. But we didn't realize what else we were removing, because food wasn't just something humans needed to survive. It was one of the reasons humans met at all.